We'll get started shortly, everybody. Just getting everything set up on YouTube. Okay, it's looking good. YouTube's looking good. We got the Gazette website. Gazette website looking good. Looking good. Loads up. 6:45 is when it loads up. So we'll give it a minute. But I thought I would drop in early, see how things are going. Already got the Go Habs go. Oh, I'm like a little. Hey, there you go. So I gotta like situate myself a little bit. Teeth, good to go. Lineup. Where's the freaking lineup? I'm like 99% sure there's no lineup change, but they are warming up, so we should know right about now what's going on here. Do we got it? These are projected lines. I don't trust these projected lines. I'll wait until the last possible second here. But as you know, you guys can check out the Montreal Gazette website for all the action as well. We're going to have updates throughout the night. We'll be updating with the scores and all that. So if you want to follow on the website, you can follow on the website. You can follow here, right here. We'll have all the updates all night. You can. Where else can you go? That's it. You can go outside the Bell Center and listen to the. Hang out with the people. I heard you got to get a ticket for that, though. They ticketed that thing. Hey, Max. It's going to be a good one tonight. What's your gut feeling? I think the Habs are going to win tonight. Everybody was like really down on the Habs after game two. And I understand why. It struck a nerve. It struck a nerve because I don't think anybody really like saw Tampa and be like, man, those guys really dominated. They're really fantastic. They didn't. They didn't play that great. It was a tight game for the most part. And then Tampa pulled some shenanigans. They roped Slavkovsky into a fight. They hit Anderson from behind. Corey Perry crying in the penalty box, just doing like a lot of immature stuff. But I think we're all upset because it kind of worked. The Canadians did definitely get thrown off their game like a little bit, but not a lot. They didn't get demolished. This was not the Washington game. So I think the Canadians uh, learned a valuable lesson, but I don't think Tampa were so good that the Canadians, like I saw some people saying some really ridiculous things after last game. They were like, "Oh, this is why the Canadians are like totally phony, and this whole season was a total joke." I'm like, "Yo, chill." They lost one. They won a game in overtime and lost a game in overtime. This is still an incredibly even series. It's probably still going 7 games. Losing a game doesn't mean they're the worst, and winning a game does mean they're the best. And I feel like after a win, everybody's kind of like relieved, and then after a loss, I feel like everybody loses their minds and are like, "This is why we need to fire the coach and fire the general manager. Nothing's working." And like, relax. Like, this team is a work in progress. Every team is a work in progress always. No team is a final build. They're always improving. So I think I think everybody needs to just like chill a little bit about what went down in game two. Max says, I expect Tampa to still try to goon it up a bit. Absolutely. It worked for them. They won the game because they gooned it up. And the Canadians got a little bit on their back foot. And I think, but yeah, I do think they ran out of steam a little bit by the end of the game. But I also saw people saying like, "Oh, Canadians ran out of steam at the end of game two, so like clearly they're done." Like, nah, it's not how it works. Like, you go to bed, you sleep, and then you realize your body like braces itself for what's to come. And I think the Canadians, it's a valuable lesson learned by the team. I really don't see this as being tonight's the final chance before lineup changes. Well, that's true. I'm almost a little surprised they went with the same lineup. Kind of. I guess they did move the lines a little bit. Sounds like Kapanen's back on the second line. I like that. I think that's the right move. Hold on, we got lines. We got the lines. We got the lines. Happy Friday, by the way, everybody. Here are the lines. Y'all ready? Caulfield, Suzuki, Slafkovsky, of course. Second line, Anderson, Deneau, Evans. I don't know why they're listed as this. This is not really. Newhook, Kapanen, and Demidov. So the second line that pretty much worked all season is back together. And then Bolduc, Dach, Texier in the how would you describe that line? The maligned players line. What a statement to not put Gallagher in though. They really don't think that he's got anything left in the tank, unfortunately. That's the only explanation I see. And then Madison, Carrier, Gooley, Hudson, Struble, Jack. I think the defense has been real solid so far. I don't know how you guys feel, but I was really expecting. I mean, the thing is, I think Dobson's absence means the offense is probably hurting a little more than the defense. Um, but I think the defense has been really solid, and I think Jackie's been really good. I think Struble's been good. So that's nice to see. And then Dobesh obviously back in nets. So let me know what you guys think of the lines. The Max calls it the bubble line. Yeah, it's the bubble line. They're all on the bubble. I mean, it makes it easy because if they don't work out, you can just remove them and have a whole new line. They could have a whole new line next game. They could put you can put who is it like Veleno with I don't know Line and Gallagher. That'd be the funniest line in the world. That's a pretty good fifth line, actually. I gotta say, they got decent depth. This team. Go ahead and pin that message if you want to pin that message. Prefer Ryan over Engstrom. Well, neither of them are there, but there's a chance. There's definitely a chance you might see one of those guys in there. Anyone see how much those tickets cost? Holy moly! Yeah, I wish I could be there, but I'm afraid not. But then I wouldn't get to be here with you guys, so it's not. I'd rather be here. I'd rather be here than spend uh 3 mortgage payments on Habs tickets. Marty has to let Jack have a tilt tonight just for the crowd. I could definitely see that happening early in the game. Definitely could see that happen. Mark says, my opinion of wrong Kirby Dach was formed when he played for the Blackhawks. I may have to now admit I may be wrong. Were you like yay Dach and now you're nay Dach? Or were you nay Dach and now you're, I don't know. Let me know how you feel. I did think that after last game, I was like, I don't know if I don't know if they'll give this guy another chance. Like, I think it might be done for him, but he's back in. Doc's back in the lineup. Gonna play again, so I don't know. We'll see. Prefer Veleno. I do too. Veleno had a really good end of the season, but the Gazette doesn't kick you down some ticks. Robert, people are always shocked when I say this. I do actually have media access to the games. Like I could actually just go to the game, but I can't do the live blog in this format while I'm there. Like it's too I've tested, it's like a little too convoluted to do it that way. To watch the game, to do this in person. So I have foregone going to the games this season to do the live blog this way. So, and I don't say that for any pity or anything. Trust me, I love being able to do this in my pajamas. I get to hang out with you guys in my pajamas. No changes, Phil G. No changes, Phil, except they put Kapanen back on the second line. I've always heard the myth that our crowd helps the refs make calls during the playoffs. I mean, how could it? I guess there are instances where it could happen. I don't think it's like, oh, we better do what the fans say. But these decisions are made in the moment. It's like with Cooper. There's a reason why John Cooper gets, like, people always say like, oh, the Tampa gets all the calls in their favor. But it's because in the moment, Cooper's really good at like, hey ref, come over here, and then like doing some Jedi mind tricks and explaining things to them, and then they're like, oh, okay. So I think that's kind of where the fans in Montreal could help, because they're so knowledgeable. So that if a play happens and maybe the ref's not looking, or they're kind of looking away, and then they hear the crowd in that direction react, the ref might look over and see, oh crap, somebody got high sticked, or oh crap, there's I saw that extra cross check. So absolutely, the fans being loud and attentive and directing, like it's only natural that the official, if they hear something in the corner and they hear the crowd go off, they might be like, oh, I gotta check out what that is. So I absolutely do think that the Canadians on home ice could potentially have an advantage. I don't think it's like a massive advantage, but Cole Caulfield needs to wake from his slumber. I know he's not only is he goalless, he had what, one shot last game, and he was absolutely passing up shots. And it came from a place of like intelligence. Like I don't think he was like ducking responsibility here. I think it came from a place of intelligence because guys are on him so fast. He doesn't have the chance to shoot. So he looks and he sees guys coming at him and he sees guys getting open. So he obviously he's going to pass up a good shot or not a very good shot to potentially make that pass. So like I understand where it comes from with Cole, but he's going to have to find a way to find an open lane here. Like he just is. I was told that we're going to have a great intro tonight. I'm excited to see what happens. I heard that the Canes have apparently gone all out, so I hope we're going to get something fun tonight. If you guys are watching with me, I'm trying. I'm gonna try to watch this. Can I watch this on CBC Gem Live? I'm gonna try have that and see if the feed is like a little earlier, but I'm not so sure it works. I think you gotta watch it on Sportsnet, unfortunately. Bell Center looks crazy always. They always go all out. Cole has 0 shots on 5-on-5. Exactly, it's not acceptable. He's This is just a challenge in his life. And you know what? I will say this. He has historically been quite good in the playoffs. Like he was good last year. He scored 3 goals, right, in the playoffs. And obviously his first season in the playoffs, he did really well for a guy who had just come in. So I don't think Caulfield. I saw somebody say Caulfield has never been good in the playoffs. I'm like, no, he was good last year and he was good his first year. And those are the only 2 times he was in the playoffs. So to say that Caulfield has never been good is obviously a complete stretch. And I think he was pretty good in the first game. He just didn't score. But last game he was not. Last game he got shut down for sure. So he's gonna have to figure out how to get through that because they were the Tampa Bay Lightning and Cirelli were effective. Cirelli's best defensive forward in the league in all likelihood. So it's a good test for him. It's not going to get any harder. I think like Cirelli's as good as it gets. Robert says the winner of this game wins the series. Do you guys think that's true? Whoever goes up 2-1, it's a big one. The 2-1. I'm not so sure though. I think the series. I think. I hate to say it, but I have a feeling. Any news on Dach? Yeah, he's playing. Scroll up. You can see the lines. Dach on a line with Bolduc and Tex. Right? That's the line, right? That's the maligned player line. Yeah. And Dach's at center, which we haven't seen very much. Very interesting. If the Habs win, I'll take it. I do. All right. So, anyways, I'm gonna finish my point here. I do think there's a pretty good chance that this is gonna go back to Tampa tied 2-2. These teams are so good. Like, I think it's gonna be hard for one side or the other to take that next step. Right? Karen says, "Yeah, how about we start some positivity and stop pointing out all the negatives?" Karen. I understand that we're all like disappointed with how game 2 turned out because they were pretty close to winning and they didn't win. But I'm like surprised. I was surprised sometimes about um like people were like, "Oh, this season is a waste because of like one loss." Like the series is still tied. Still anybody's series. Max says, how about we don't try to dictate what opinions are okay and what aren't? Max, it's not so much that. It was just that, like, I think I'm always like a bit wary when somebody makes like the results of one game dictate the results of like everything. Like I hate it when like the Habs win and everyone's like, okay, plan the parade, or when they lose and it's like this is a disaster and life is over. Like it's not like that. Like this is gonna be a long series, and I think it's probably gonna go 7. Like both teams are so even. It's gonna be really hard for one of the teams to like. It's gonna take one or two bounces are gonna decide this series. So I think it's like when I saw people after game 2 be like, "Oh, it's over," I was like, "Relax." Like there's plenty of series to go. So we'll see what happens. That being said, if you think it's over and it's a disaster, you can say that if you'd like. But if Cole and Nick don't step up, it'll be tough to win the series. Yes, they do need to. They got to find a way, man. They got shut down last game, and they got to find a way to get through. Absolutely, it's going to be tough. I wasn't happy when we traded for Dach, and nothing has changed my mind about that. I mean, proof's in the pudding. Dach is not. Dach is no point. I really like at very few points has been the player that they wanted him to be or thought that he could be. I think he was pretty decent his first year here. He looked solid. He looked like he was becoming somebody. He was mostly on the first line with those other two guys. And then since then, it's just been a disaster. And the last 3 years have just been a complete nightmare for him. And he made a really, really bad mistake last game. And I think that's probably it for him. I don't know. I'm a little shocked he's playing. I think they didn't want to. I think they still want his size in there. Here, Doc should be in the press box. I agree. I'm really surprised. Hope he makes me eat my words. He hasn't so far. Hasn't so far. Cooper's face. He was smiling and laughing at Andy while it was flat. Yes, he's not. I don't know if that was the case, but I would not be. I mean, that was what Cooper sent Sabourin out to do, and that's what Sabourin did, right? No, I can't watch on CBC Gem. I thought maybe I'd crack the code here. So I got to watch it on Sportsnet. So we'll be a little behind tonight, unfortunately. Hopefully, last change pays off and Nick and Cole get away from Cirelli. That is hopefully going to help. I don't think it'll take much away from Cirelli. Like, I think if they can get a little bit away, They'll get the offense they need to win this game. Hudson as well. But last game was not great. But wasn't great, but they also didn't get dominated. So I feel like it won't take much to turn it around again. If he needs motivation, tonight is the night for Dach. If he can't get a good game in tonight, he never will. That is true. That is true. CBC can't stream it on Gem, sadly. I discovered. Phil, I have Sportsnet. It's all good. I can watch it on Sportsnet, but I am super annoyed because my Sportsnet feed is like a minute behind. And I just wanted to have a good feed. And my TVS Sports feed does not only works on my TV and not on my laptop. And again, to make this the ideal setup, I need like my my two monitors going. So that's where kind of I'm at. Oh, I'm not even gonna try TVS Sports. TVS Sports, oh nah, their app is so bad. It's on the main CBC. Yeah, but I'm watching on my laptop. I have it on my TV. That's the thing. I can watch the TVS Sports on my TV and I'm just like, it's too unwieldy. So I have my two monitors set up. I've got the game on Sportsnet. Whatever. I'm gonna be a minute behind. It's not the end of the world. We'll all be good. Are you surprised Gallagher isn't playing? Sky Digger asks. Yes, I am actually surprised. Because if he didn't get into this game, like, is he really gonna get into game 4? I'm really surprised. I'm surprised they put Dach back in. Is this gonna be an instance of Marty being like a little too loyal and not wanting to? Because the thing about Dach is like after that last game, if he just sits and doesn't come back, like then he's done. Like if you take him out, he's done. Like you're not putting him back in. But if I'm to be honest, do you want him back in? I was ready to turn the page after that last game. Dach Texier Bolduc on the same line is interesting. Habination says, "Yeah, we're calling it the bubble line because all three guys are on the bubble. Need to keep the fans in the game with an early goal or hit. They're ready to blow the roof off. That is absolutely true. Tampa is gonna try to, I think, goon it up and blah. It's gonna stink. Chris Rooney with a youngster with 9 career playoff games. Oh, thank you, Rick. Rick is happy with the Gazette banner. I don't know if you guys been to the Montreal Gazette website? Go check it out. We have the banner is bleu blanc rouge for the duration of the playoffs. We had to go in the back end. We had to go in the back end and everything to fix that up. We would have done the whole site if we could have, but there's some real back end stuff there that had to be done. Dach, I mean, I guess he's playing center tonight because he's on a line with Bolduc and Texier, and those guys aren't centers. So I guess Dach is the center tonight. Not sure about that one. Yeah, it's not on CBC Gem, so I found out. TVA is showing the whole pregame. I know, I want the pregame. Damn. Okay, I'm gonna try TVA Sports. Maybe one day they'll finally let. Yes, je veux désactiver mon bloqueur. Why does my bloqueur not block anymore? There you go. Get out of there. Refresh. En direct. Se connecter. Non, changer de compte. No, they're not gonna let me use my my Videotron account. I'm literally the same company. Literally the same company. Terrible. Terrible, Tavia. Doing me no. Yeah, pregame's on Tavia. Can't believe they're not showing on Sportsnet. Sportsnet really is just the worst. Just the worst thing in the world. Any update on Dobson? He was supposed to be reevaluated after 2 weeks. I know today is 2 week day, right? And he's nothing. Or tomorrow is 2 week day. Nothing has been said yet. You want biased coverage? Watch TVA Sports. Dobson missed on offense. Yeah, he's missed on offense more than on defense. I think defense has been pretty good. Suzuki's line needs a big game. Oh man, they sure do. Yeah, exactly. This is embarrassing. God, Sportsnet's the worst. Oh, they have Ron doing the game tonight. David Amber was so good. I don't need Ron. Ron to pretend that he watches hockey games. I don't need this. I don't need this in my life. Sorry, it's crank. I'm like being crank. I'm being cranky about the Tron. Really, TVS Sports? Oh, Videotron Helix is broadcasting free on Videotron. Oh, I see. Oh yeah, here we go. We get Yvonne Cornway bringing the. Okay, they are showing it. They're showing it. All right, I'm not mad anymore. Let's do it. No, Gallagher's not in the lineup. The lineup we already had. We already posted the lineup. Hold on. You want me to post the lineup? I'll post the lineup again. Hold on. Where is it? Sorry, we posted it so early in the night. Here. Got it again. There you go. Those are the lines for you. Montreal Roadrunners roller hockey team. Love it. If you can't get motivated for this, and if your team can't feel it, then you're not human. I have no doubt that the Habs are going to be. They're going to give it their all. I don't think it's an effort. I like even last game. I don't think it was an effort level. I think they just got beat, which is going to happen this series. They're going to get probably beat 3 times. I think we're going. I think we're going 7 here. So if you go 7, you lose 3 times. Like I think it's just how it's going to be. This series is going to be real close. Here, everybody keeps saying, is Gallagher in the lineup? No, Gallagher's not in the lineup. There are no lineup changes. They changed the lines up, but there's no lineup changes. Targeting a player on social media is lame. Some people are idiots. I know. I know none of y'all would ever do it. I know you guys are good folks, so you didn't do it. But if anybody does it, if you ever think about doing that, don't do it. Don't hit anybody up on social media. If you want to yell at somebody, you can yell at me on social media. That's okay. I'll take it. Would love to be there. I know. You could get in for the low price of $3,000 or something. No. I saw a bunch of Habs fans on the Rim heading downtown at 3 p.m. Man, I wish I didn't have anything to do today and I could just go downtown and watch the Habs. Oh, nothing better. Nothing better. I'll probably go head down actually for Sunday. I'll come back. But like, I might go down Sunday, see if I can get the vibes. Terribly, I know. It's always like, always a moment. Do you think Arbor, Jackeye, and Sabourin will get together tonight? I think Jackeye might go after. I hope he goes after Hagel tonight, to be honest. Hagel's the one that I'd like to see him go after. $9,400. A pittance. He's a decent dude. John Cooper is. I sort of like him. One thing I didn't know, he's a lawyer. Well, the way he talks, very lawyerly. How many Bolts fan made the trip? All I see is red. And probably not worth the prices for them to come up. Yanni by Struble, Sabourin, Andy, and Arbor versus any other. Well, we'll withhold the rest of that comment. Will the crowd cheer when Dach touches the puck? Would be a nice way to support him. I agree. That would be nice. Poor Dach, what a heart response to the behemoths. I know. I just don't hit these people up online. Just watch them from afar. Anderson will have another big game. Karen says, I have a 4-layer carrot cake with cream cheese icing for my mom's 19th. Damn, that's a nice gift. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to your mother, Karen. Is the blog on Sunday? Yes, we're doing blogs every game. We're blogging every game to the end. This is what I'm doing. We're here. We're here. We're not leaving. We're not leaving anywhere. Okay. All right, here we go. Ball match, everybody. Listen to the crowd. Hagel getting booed. Bouncing puck. Get it back. Anderson in front, exactly where it wants to be. Oh! Jack Eye crushed a guy. Shame RDS doesn't do the playoffs. I know. They're the best. Oof! New Hook with a nice chance. Storming down the left side. Two saves. Dobesh on Gonsalves, I think is his name. Oh my god, that Air Canada ad was very intrusive. The rolling puck ad. I don't want to see that ever again. Need 5-on-5 offense. Oh my god, and how? That's going to be the key tonight. If the Canadiens can get a goal or two on 5-on-5, I think. Great start. 2.5 minutes in. Age ain't nothing but a number, Karen. Right? It's all about how old you feel. All right. Bolduc stripped of the puck. I thought that was maybe a nice. Oh! Big hit. Who was that who took that? Yeah, it was Gooley who took that big hit in the inboards, but and then took another spill, dumping the puck in. But hey, at least he got the puck in deep. Oof. Oh! Carrier floated a really nice pass. Carrier, you want taking shots from the point. His shots get through. Been very, very, very happy with Carrier's play so far. Oh, Gooley's winded on the bench. I think he's okay, but nice to see Hudson ice a guy out. But yeah, Moser just pounded Gooley. Man, it's crazy how important Gooley taking a step forward is for this team in the playoffs. Like, he's the guy who could be the heavy hitter defenseman that they desperately need, that they've signed up for him to be. Like, come on, Gooley. Like, to this, now's the time. You got a nice little rest before the playoffs. Like, this is a big one. Blue Jays. Oh, the Blue Jays are not. They're not having a good year, are they? I'm too busy watching the Giants have a bad year that I haven't watched the Blue Jays have a bad year. But by the way, I did change my hat tonight. If anyone was asking, because they did lose. When they win, I'll keep the hat. If they lose, I'll change the hat. Is the rule. All right. Why does Tampa have 0 shots? We very clearly saw Gonsalves get a shot on Dobesh. Don't trust the shot counter. Bolduc to Texier. 1-0 Habs. The fourth line does it. The fourth line that we all thought, what the hell are all these guys doing here? That we all wanted to. If we could substitute them for 3 Gallaghers, we would have substituted them for 3 Gallaghers. They put the Habs up 1-0. Unreal. The man from France, Alexandre Texier, gets a perfect pass, backhand pass from Bolduc, and Dach gets an assist. And Kirby Dach gets an assist. Just how we planned it, eh? Just how we freaking planned it. I mean, that's what you need. You need your like fourth line and your those kind of guys to step up for you, and they did. And now Slavkovsky's coming in. He's circling behind the net. Oh, Suzuki down low had nobody. And the net is off its moorings, but the Canadiens had a great chance. Amazing start for the Habs so far. You guys got to be happy about this start, right? Or were they chanting? Were they chant? No, they weren't chanting Kirby, were they? What do we got? Well, they're going to call a lot. We know that. They've been doing it. Yeah, they had a shot at 17:30 and they took it off. I don't know why that's going down. But yeah, I think expect uh, penalties for sure. Yeah, were they chanting Kirby? I feel like they were. That's what I sounded like. Bubble free for Texia. Hey, those passes were just as good as the shot, but Arbor's playing well, and for the 100th time, we're not trading him. Karen, I feel like uh, Arbor's performance so far has made him very much like a Josh Anderson, a guy that clearly, when the game gets a little more physical, you want him there, and he steps up. But yeah, I'm as flummoxed as you guys are about this penalty here. But so far, you know what? As weird as the penalties have been, I will say that they've been pretty even. So I can't so far state that uh, the refereeing has been slanted one way or the other. I don't feel like that's been the case. I do feel like the refereeing has been a bit odd. Like the calls have been a bit odd, and then I mean the Habs are really booing the Lightning every time they touch the puck here. Man, the two blue liners for Tampa, they get so close together. It's definitely an interesting way to do things. Oh, Hagel had a chance to play the puck that went off the end boards, but got tangled up, and the puck ends up behind the net. But now it's back at the point, stuck in somebody's jersey, stuck in Hudson's sweater here. Very nice, Hudson. That's an underrated penalty killing move right there. To have the puck get stuck in your jersey. David says, my son turned 18 today, so I missed the start of the game because I had to collect him from the pub. I sat down. The first thing I saw was Texier scoring. Well, happy birthday to your son. I hope he had a good one. He was at the pub. Can't be a bad one, right? You can't let point. And that really takes some of the energy out of the room. But yeah, the energy will come back. I mean, what can you do there? That was a really nice setup on the power play. Things kind of broke down a little bit. There was a guy on point, but he just got the shot off so fast. And I mean, Gensel, oh, what an elite play by Gensel. I mean, Newhook's right there. I mean, what are you? It's tough, man. It just took a fraction of a second. Uh-oh, Braden Point woke up. I thought Braden Point, people talking about Caulfield off to a slow start. I thought Braden Point for Tampa was off to a very slow start. So he is awoken. Your son smells like a small burr. Yeah, that sounded like some of my birthdays around that time. And now Doc gets a penalty. This is starting to get a bit. All right. Really? Is this what we're doing? If you lose your stick, I don't know. Yeah, you guys are not feeling that one, eh? That's a dive, not a penalty. Total dive. Time for a shorty, Karen says. I know, that's what they need. This is a nerve-wracking power play here. Hagel's still getting booze every time out. $25 seconds left on the power play. Off the far post. Oof, Gonzalez given some room in the slot, but Dobish was able to turn it aside. 5 seconds left now on the power play. I mean, the Lightning are just shooting from everywhere, which is maybe the way to do this. All right, back to 5-on-5. Now, you'd like to think that the Canadiens are going to get the next power play, but man, you just never know with these officials, man. They're just all over the place. But if I were Tampa, I'd be on my best behavior because you'd have to think that the officials are looking at Tampa next, including in this period. But the Canadiens with a very, very impressive penalty kill. Tampa on the power play is really just shooting from everywhere, which is not a bad move. Oh, nice play by Hudson. Gets it down low to Jackeye. Jackeye with a little bit of space. Ooh, he had a nice little chance there to kind of feed Caulfield in front, but hit a skate, went back down the ice, so they're starting all over again. Well, not that chant. That chant I've heard before. They're chanting about the refs. Oh, Demidov with a nice little short pass to Newhook in the slot. Yep. Refs, you suck is being chanted at the Bell Center right now. You know it's playoff time. But it's 1-1, and this series is gonna be just really close. I think everybody just needs to like weather themselves for this. This is what's gonna happen. I mean, it's gonna come down. This series can come down to the last goal. You just feel it right now. Both teams are not giving each other any space. Good period. I mean, guys, say what you want about like the end result, and obviously, I think everybody wants the end result to be the same. But this has just been excellent hockey. Like, I don't think you guys can look at the Habs. I don't think Tampa fans can look at Tampa and be like, "Oh, these aren't very good teams." Like, these are good teams playing great hockey. It's been super entertaining. Um, you know, I know that won't provide any solace if the result is not great. The Habs have to stay out of the box or at least take someone with them. I totally agree, Max. But those two penalties were kind of like those were a bit odd. Those ones. I mean, the Doc one, you drop the stick. I get it, but otherwise, I don't know. Definitely a bit of some strange calls so far. Habs have plenty of space, but 4 penalty minutes out of 10 is not great. No, they need to definitely not take another penalty this period and hope that they get a power play. Well, there you go. Now delayed penalty on Tampa. But can the Canadians with an extra man get a little something going here? Okay, there you go. I knew we'd get the next call. Tex received a pardon from the governor. The refs have a mission, Karen says. They have a job to make sure the Habs don't win. I don't know about that. So far, it's been even. It's like this series. So far, this series has been pretty even, but the calls have been weird. I think is what like kind of gets me. Like the calls have been inconsistent, but they have been, I think, pretty even. But the Canadiens absolutely just need to. If they're not going to score 5-on-5, they have to score on the power play. So let's see what they can do. Puck just a little far from the Habs. Habs power play is 4 for 9 so far. That's crazy. This is a 4 for 9. That's pretty good. Would have been the best in the league this year, that's for sure. Okay, they're in the zone. Demidov had two guys on him right as he walked in. All right, back up to Caulfield. And then just not a very good pass there. Man, Tampa has just sucked the time away from this. Oh my god. Not a good PP so far. Take possession, boys. I know. Did anyone see Ottawa's 5-3? I didn't get to see any of that game. I just saw the result, and I was like, oof, they're going to get swept. Maybe we were underrating Carolina this whole time. Oh, what a nice play to Bolduc. All right, they're running out of time here. Are they going to get one more chance before the end of this power play? All right, in the zone. Dach dumped entering the zone. Yeah, I was going to say, did Matheson get it? Matheson did not get it. Ottawa's done like dinner. I know. Where's Gary Wolitsky when you need him? Gary must be so sad. Oh no, wait. He's interchangeably an Ottawa fan and a Toronto fan, so he could just go to worrying about Toronto, or he could probably just come in and be an Edmonton fan next. If Bolduc gets that up, that was like an underrated opportunity. Vasilevsky made it look easy, but I totally agree with you. There was definitely a good shot there. All right, back to 5-on-5. So now they're 4 for 10. But Anderson all alone in front again. Anderson could not have been more alone on that play. Oh man, he could have been the hero again. All right, nice. All right, let's see if this new second line can get something done. Yeah, let me guys know what you guys think of Kapanen back on the second line. I'm surprised they didn't go back to it sooner, but I do understand that Kapanen is a little gassed at this point. He doesn't look like he's got that much left in the tank. Newhook does not win Bourbaus. No, that is not Newhook's game at all. He's like Bolduc. Those guys, they're kind of straight line. They could go hit you. Newhook's great off the rush, I find. Good player off the rush. Don't know why Marty ever changed the second line. Yeah, I thought he was a quick hook on that, but Kapanen was definitely starting to drag that line down, and I think he just wanted to see if anyone else had something to give. But you know what, Cap probably didn't deserve to lose that spot as he did. So hopefully not playing on that line has like chilled him out a little bit, and maybe he can come back refreshed. I don't know. All right, there's 3:15 left in the first period. Canadiens and Tampa are tied in score and in shots, both 6-6 in shots, 1-1 in goals. You gotta get that shot. You can't let it hit a Tampa player that. If you're gonna like do a seeing eye shot, you gotta like be a little harder than that. That was a really nice play by I think it was Point to keep the puck in the zone. I mean, we're seeing a lot of this fourth line, to be honest. It's very interesting. They've been noticeable so far. The bubble line, the misfits line. I like the bubble line. Oh, nice shot by Struble. Oh, and Dach hit the post. What a nice. That was like a nice. He like caught off the end boards. He like caught the puck and dropped it and take a nice shot. Dach's having. You guys were saying this is like Dach's last chance, man. He's finally playing like it's his last chance. I know he took a penalty, but it's kind of a weird penalty. 155 left in the first period. Tied up at 1. Man, Tampa. I mean, not the best zone clear attempt. Come on, you gotta like try a little harder than that. All right, we're gonna have a line change. Then we're gonna be able to reset. Matheson's got it behind the net. I guess Newhook did. He did a whatever. It was a safe enough play. But then they kind of just gave it away at the blue line there. That was not so hot. Entering 3-on-2 Tampa, and Tampa gets a nice little chance there. But Sabaran with the pretty big shot off the rush, and Dobesh was able to handle it pretty cleanly. Oh, Anderson was wide open, and then Dach right off the post, the rolling puck. A couple really nice chances so far. I think everybody's like pretty. You guys got to be like pretty geeked about this about the period so far. I feel like they're doing all right. I haven't noticed Demidov. Did I miss something? They had one good shift that second line. Otherwise, Demidov was on the power play and he didn't do a whole lot. Doc is a good step down. He's feeling it. You know, and this is something that, other than Jackeye, who I feel like Jackeye is the one guy, Marty's always been good at like putting guys back in when you kind of doubt when they got like a chip on their shoulder. I will say that Marty's good about that. I don't know if it always works. Like sometimes these guys have bad games because they have bad games. Yeah, you know, he didn't miss anything with Demidov. He just hasn't like done a whole lot. That's gonna be a penalty. I mean, that was Matheson pays the price for losing the puck, basically. Matheson lost the puck off the draw and then had to haul him down. That's a bad one to take late in the period. Mm. No nonsense. They got to just dump it out, I think. Dump it. If you dump it out, you can probably get through the end of the. Madison got a penalty for causing a dive. Yeah, but you can't put yourself in that position to like let those up. Too many PKs is going to cost us. Yeah, for sure. All right, there you go. This will probably get pretty close to ending the period here. 25 seconds to go. As Mark says, you can't have a goal. He didn't trip him. I mean, he lost the puck off the draw. I don't think it's. Look, I'm not here to tell you. I don't know if the guy dove or not. I mean, the guy definitely just wiped out. Uh, but Matson lost the puck off the draw. He held on to the puck a little too long, lost it, and then was behind the player. And then the refs are going to call stuff like that, unfortunately. Move the puck and be quick about it. But it's got to go both ways, right? Like, once again, they got to call stuff. Tampa's going to be doing stuff, so I got to call that too. I mean, that was a pretty good period. I mean, I think for a tense home game, first home game back, crowd's excited. On the positive, they scored first. Negative, the 3 penalties. Uh, but so far, again, the teams are even. Habs look like they can go toe to toe with Tampa. Like, what can I say, man? This is going to be a super even series till the end. And I don't think there's a massive advantage here. Kelly says they're diving every chance. Refs are totally buying what Tampa's selling. Derek says touch a Tampa player and they dive and it works. EF says, nah, it's a one-way game for the Zebras. And Rick says a very good period. Yeah, I look, it's hard for me to say about the refs. Sometimes it works in your favor, sometimes it doesn't work in your favor. Tonight, it's not working in their favor. But it's early, and so far the refs have shown a willingness to, you know, call them pretty even. So we'll see what happens. Doc did trip the guy. Matson did hook Hagel. I have no problems. I have problems with the refs. Habs is their own worst enemy on those calls. Yeah, I think. I mean, the Doc thing is that if you're loose with your stick, like it's gonna happen. And I do think that Matson lost his guy. So I, yeah, I'm a bit with Max on this one. I think that these are like super egregious penalties that need to be called. No, but by the letter of the law, it sucks, but Tampa's wily vets doing what they're supposed to the refs call them for diving. When does it ever work in our favor? Hey, the Canadians have been blessed in both games tonight, both games in the series, late power plays. I mean, granted, it was Sabourin nailing a guy from behind and Gensel high sticking a guy in the face, but the Canadians have gotten their chances on the power play. Phil, I had to abandon the period because kids in bedtime was rough. Did they play competitively? Absolutely. It's a very even game so far. I'd say very even game so far. Habs have been a touch better 5-on-5, and Tampa have had the advantage on the power play. Karen said, I once stopped watching Habs for 2 years because the reffing was so biased. No. The reffing is inconsistent and not amazing. I don't buy the bias thing. I don't think there's any operative to or any anything to conspiracies or anything to have the Habs lose. I really don't. I think just the refing is inconsistent in general, and I think every team is upset at the refs all the time because of that. Tampa top flops every time the Habs stick touches them. Maybe the Habs should try that too. Actual penalties, they weren't phantom calls. Yeah, they were what I would call borderline calls. Like if the ref didn't call them, I'd be like, yeah, whatever. It's playoff hockey. I feel like for playoff hockey, they're pretty like, you know what I mean? But I don't think that they're like, I don't think the refs are being totally hoodwinked here. Refs have been proven to hold grudges. Do they have grudges against the Habs? I guess they might. I don't think so, but I'm sorry. Over the years, the stats prove it. Certain refs penalize the Habs more than other teams consistently. Well, Chris Lee was pretty bad, but Chris Lee doesn't. We don't see him anymore. If they don't flop, it may not be made. The calls. Darcy says Bolduc line looks ready to play. They look great in the first period. Yeah, I mean, look, the the Canadians are going to get some borderline calls their way for sure, for sure, for sure, for sure. So let's withhold judgment until the entire game. Okay, here we go. They're going to go through the penalties on the CBC broadcast. I'm excited for this. You know, Timur, there's other things that are happening in this game. I don't. That's the one thing about Timur. I'm totally down with you like not being a fan of Cole Caulfield, and it's true he didn't do anything in this first period. But like I'm just like I'm always amazed at like you're like singularly like obsessed with it. Like other things happen too in this game sometimes. You know, Texier had a good goal. We should be happy about that. And then Canadians took some bad penalties, which is like not so good. Chris Lee was the worst. Is he still reffing? We never see him anymore, but he is the worst. Let's see how the rest of the game. Yeah, I have a feeling that we're gonna get the Canadians are gonna get some borderline calls in their favor. Oh, they just showed the Caulfield McDonough getting tied up with Caulfield, and that should have been a penalty. Yeah, I mean Hagel. Looking at it now, Hagel definitely went down a bit. Sid Sixera had a podcast a few days ago about American players not wanting to come to Canada. Use Vancouver and Toronto's key reasons. The issue boils down to management. Habs went through this. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, one thing is that the Canadian teams are not good right now. So why would you want to play? The Canadians are, you know what I mean? Like if the Canadian teams like nobody talks about not wanting to play for Edmonton. Like guys are signing with Edmonton. Edmonton doesn't have any problem getting guys. And it's Edmonton. It's because people that they want to play with McDavid. Texier is a great shot. He really does. He needs to use it more. Michael Paul loves Brussels sprouts. Me too. Me too. But yeah, definitely need to see more from the. So what did the first line do in the end? Not a whole lot. I mean, there was a lot of penalty killings. So again, Caulfield shotless, Suzuki shotless in 5 minutes of ice time. Um, no shots for no shots at all for the first line. Yeah, so you sort of have to take it with a little bit of context. So the first line has no shots to speak of this game, but there was also a lot of penalty killing, so they didn't get that much time compared to what they usually get. Like as it stands, they're only going to play 15 minutes each tonight, which is not a lot for them. But very nice to see the top line, or not the top line, the fourth line stepping up. They got to find a way to make space. They got to find a way to get away from a bad Sorelli matchup and just find a way to like. But yeah, not a good start again for the first line. But that bodes well because the team actually played pretty well. So, and it's funny because under the hood, um, the first line wasn't actually that bad last game. Weirdly enough, so they just need a chance. They just need a chance to get open, get a little space. They'll have to make the space. I think is the precise way to say it, and then we'll see what happens. I find the top line looks slow. Maybe they're banged up more than we think. I mean, they're taking a beating right now, so it's understandable. But also, just Sorelli's so good. They're just Tampa's really good at shutting down top lines like that. So they're gonna the first line is just gonna have to find a way. They're gonna have to find a way to muscle through here. Slav didn't look energetic. He has to throw some hits for that line to succeed. I will say that that was not a super physical first period. I think the game is going to get a little more physical, but so far it wasn't like there wasn't like a ton of physical play. So I do think that it'll take a little time. Um, there's only a couple shifts early on where there were some hits, but there wasn't a ton of hits in the first. Like again, a lot of disjointed play, a lot of power plays. Just like it does take that momentum off just a little bit. But I am curious to know if you're surprised that Marty kept the same lineup. Were you expecting to see other some Gallagher or Valeno? I'm a little surprised, but now that I'm watching them, I'm like, okay, I guess I get it. This is Mitch Melnick says that was a dive, but Matheson made it easy to call penalty. That's exactly how I see it. Like if you lose your man off the draw, if you lose a puck like that, like and you're stuck behind your guy, like you're not surprised. Marty rarely bends to opinion. That is true. I agree. Oh, what did you agree? Got to get our top line going. Didn't get last line change in Tampa. Hopefully they can get away from the Cirelli line. That is what's going to have to happen. You expected Galley, but Marty knows best. I put Andy with Suzuki and Slav and double shift them a bit. Yeah, why don't you just shoot Caulfield out of a cannon? Actually, Anderson to jazz up a line is not is actually a really good idea. Timur, I actually do like that idea a lot. Put Andy out with either the top line or the second line for a bit and see if he can create a little more space for Suzuki or like Kapanen and Demidov. Like Newhook hasn't been that great on that line. Maybe you put Anderson out and you see if Anderson can bang and crash and create a little space for Demidov. That's not a bad idea actually. I like that. I'm open to it. Max, you're not surprised. Marty's loyal to his players, to certain players. Yeah. Mark says, I wanted to see Galley. Man, what does it mean if Galley's not, if they didn't put him in tonight? I guess if they lose tonight, maybe we see Gallagher, but like at a certain point, you can't be putting guys in like at the last minute and hope it works out. I too wish that they win. Andy has earned extra ice time. I will say this about Anderson though: extra ice time is not always a good thing for him. He does like need uh, to be effective. He needs you can't overwork him. He needs to be like out and hitting people and going back in. Results in some short shifts and like not overdoing it. So, but a couple of shifts on the top line for Anderson, I like that idea actually a lot. Suzuki is playing like the baby, kept him up all night. Damn. I can see that. Has Struble been noticeable? I find he's being very physical. I like Struble a lot. I think Struble's been noticeable. I think he and Jack Eye are have been a very solid bottom pairing. Two hits. They're probably going to play about 13, 14 minutes tonight. Like that's pretty good for a bottom pair that hits a lot. I'm like happy. I'm happy with what I've seen from those guys. I know people would love to see lots of ice time for them, but I think like again, like Anderson, same thing. You want to like limit their time a little bit. So they're back for the second period, and it is 150 seconds. No, 120 of ice time left for. Oh yeah, I'm like a little off here. That's why. It's gonna be 120 power play time for Tampa here. Do I think the Habs are going to win? I think they have a definitely good possibility. I said yeah. You know what? I said yes to the start of the game, and I got to be a man of conviction. Yes, I do think that they will win tonight. I think having last change, and I think weathering some of these early bad penalties will help them. I think they're going to get a key power play in the third period, and honestly, this is a one goal series. I think it'll be enough. But the Canadians cannot get into more penalty trouble. This has to end. You know what? I feel like they had a chance to spring Anderson on a rush there, but end of the shift, just play it safe. And who has said since November Struble Arbor would be a good pairing? Was it you, Rick? I think you said that. You're right. You know what? You're right. When you're right, you're right. I always felt like they needed a righty lefty down there, and that Struble Jackeye were too similar. But you know what? Together, they're pretty solid. Can we get this puck out of the zone? They cannot. All right, back to 5-on-5. Hey, sprung. Slavkovsky sprung. Not quite a breakaway, but kind of like a rush. But he definitely had like room to shoot. Got a nice shot off. Really nice stretch pass. That Struble did that? Oh, you know what? Tampa guy got the stuck. No, it was Carrier. Carrier's good at that. Carrier, really nice stretch pass to Slavkovsky, and the Tampa player just got the stick up and in, and Slavkovsky missed the he missed the net. The puck was deflected into the mesh. All right, well, we got Chiarelli against. They're putting the Dach. See, now they're putting the Dach line out against Chiarelli, which I think is a great way to expend a lot of Chiarelli's energy. Because I do think that that line is a line that you can't turn your back on offensively. They do have some skill there. And again, this is where Dach being a big body can help. Like, he's got to. But for now, puck is pretty ensconced in the Habs zone. They got to watch out here. This is not a good. This is not good. Okay, there you go. Puck out. It's going to be offside, but you know what? All good. Brian Engblom seeing the praises of the Montreal PK on that kill. They've been really good so far, and thank goodness because Canadiens have gotten into some penalty trouble. But I definitely think Marty's hoping that we don't see. Oh, Rick, you're getting the Tampa feed. I would love to watch the Tampa feed, but alas, it'll be the Sportsnet feed, a smidge behind, but we'll take it. Oh, Chernak, man, Chernak really jumps in the rush, eh? That was a bad shift for Montreal. I looked totally confused. Which one? Not the one. The one now. The Dach one before. They were pretty stuck in the Hab zone for that one. Oh, Moser with a really nice shot that's kicked out by Dobesh. So far, so good for Tampa. They're definitely looking pretty good to start this period. They're so much more efficient at zone exits, which is funny because the Canadiens are, in theory, a much better transition team, whereas Tampa's a little more station to station. But so far, the Tampa's been very efficient at getting out of the zone, and the Canadiens are struggling to get in the zone. So this is one of those instances where the Canadiens are going to have to like play their game and hope the game kind of turns in their favor, or they're going to have to find a way to break through. Scores 1-1 with 16 minutes left in the second period. Canadiens. Oh, Sabrin hit another guy from behind. No call on that one. That was Evans who took the hit, but seems to be fine. But Samurai definitely when the puck is in the air and somebody's looking for the puck. Ooh. I mean, that looked like a pretty close to a knee on knee. I'm not sure who stuck the knee out on that one. And then who was the guy for Tampa? 60. It was Carlisle. Ah. So the clans are gathering after potentially and Hagel's again being a really just needling the crowd, needling the Habs, doing the I mean just a brutal turnover by Evans, but also a shot that Dobesh probably wishes he had back. And Tampa's going to the box though. Oh no, it's offsetting. Another penalty on Dobesh. Yeah, what a two penalties for Dobesh. Jake Evans with a very rare boneheaded move by Evans. What a yeah. Hagel giving the shoot. Yeah, he's definitely. Uh, Max also said you could see it coming, and yeah, Tampa was coming on there. The second Tampa player should have been the only penalty for what on Dobesh he was pushed. They are really two penalties on Dobesh is kind of ridiculous to be honest. I don't really care what I don't really care what he did. Don't You're not really calling penalties on. So it's gonna be 4-on-4 now for 2 minutes. Pretty even game so far, but the Tampa Bay Lightning came on early in the second period and have now again kind of swung momentum a little bit in their favor. So it's still only 2-1, but not a very impressive showing by the Canadiens here to start the second period. It's 6-1 Tampa in shots. All right, Suzuki. I mean, now they've got room. So far the first line, and then Suzuki just goes right into the corner and gets rubbed out. Like, come on, dude. Breakaway. Demidov. Demidov's going to rue that chance. The Bell Center pre-quiet according to Randolph. Man, you can hear it on the broadcast. The crowd is nervous. But they're starting to get built up again. You know how it goes, Max. They get a little shushed after the goal, and then it takes them a second, and then the crowd gets going again. So Gensel to Moser in front, and Moser stopped. Really nice play to feather that one to Moser. So now now Tampa and Montreal have traded really good chances. All right, we're back to 5-on-5. Jackeye knocks down Gergensons, and everybody's holding their breath every time Jackeye hits someone because they know that a penalty. Look at Dach on Lilleberg. Playing physical. Texier, man, throwing the body in front, but I wish they would have kept that puck in the zone. But now, hey, they put the puck right back in. Jackeye off the rush. And he gets spilled. Dach gets spilled going to the net. Man, imagine you're a goalie and Jackeye and Dach are barreling down at you. I mean, that was a nice shot upstairs by Demidov, man. I can't. And then Slavkovsky with a nice little stick check on Moser late. Matheson moved the effing puck. Demidov has to bury that. It's the playoffs. I know. That would have been. Oh, that one's going to come back to hurt them. I hope not, but those are. You don't get that many, man. You don't get that many chances like that in the playoffs. Like, Demidov, you guys want to be the big. That's the thing. Like, who here wants to be the big man and like be the big hero? Like, it's being served up on a platter for you. Again, I don't think Tampa's playing really well. Habs are playing well. Like, I don't think anybody's got a massive advantage over the other team. Like, anybody could be the hero here and like take it. But like, who from the Habs is going to be the hero and take it tonight? That's what I don't get. That's what I want to see. I haven't seen it yet. But I feel like anybody on the Habs right now, they got the talent, they got the size, the speed. Like somebody on the Habs can get it done tonight. But who's gonna get it done tonight? Nice rush by Jackeye. Jackeye's elevating his game in the playoffs. We all said he would. We all knew he would. I like what we're seeing. Oh my god! If Jackeye scored Jackeye scored a goal in the playoffs after scoring. Did he score a goal this year? He scored one, right? Yeah, he scored one. 2 goals the last 2 years. He's got a better shot than that. He should be able to score more goals. Ah, the puck. Okay, they're able to keep it in. Can Evans make up for his earlier play? He's got the puck in the corner. Too many dumb penalties, Ray-Ban says. They need to regroup and speed things up. They cannot keep taking penalties. Like Tampa. I mean, Tampa can't keep taking penalties either because the Habs have good. Both teams have good power plays. They just cannot let. Man, Moser's playing a lot. Is JJ Moser going to be the next Roman Yossi? I feel like he is. Of course, Tampa hoodwinked Arizona for him. Yeah, really nice play by Cirelli there to ice out Evans. But again, you got Cirelli against Evans. Like a shift for Cirelli where he's got to shut down Evans is a shift where like next Suzuki can come out. And that's exactly what's happening. So Cirelli's back on the bench, face off center ice. Suzuki's here. Like these are the moment. Like this is the moment. Like come on. I wish Sheriff would just beat the hell out of Hagel. I mean, look, if the game remains tight, you don't necessarily want to do anything to risk that and like get yourself stuck in the box. But I will say that if the game were to ever get out of hand, like I would absolutely just Sabarin the crap out of. I would do what the Lightning would do, and that's just take a bunch of guys out of the series. And I don't care. I don't care if it's unethical. Tampa would do it to them. Good luck, Karen. Come back up. Give us your final take though at the end of the game. Come back up. But I get it. Go watch on the big TV. Max says there's a solution to Tampa beating Tampa is to outwork them, and the Habs are not outworking them right now. The Habs got to get in. Man, they got to get a greasy goal tonight. They got to get in the dirty spots. Tampa's too good at like not giving them space, so you just got to like what's going on here? Well, Demidov is going to go off for high sticking. He is bleeding from the face. Weirdly enough, Demidov is the one who's bleeding, but he tried to enter the zone and he was a little too loose with his stick. And Demidov has gifted another power play to Tampa, and this is really getting really bad. This is getting bad. You just can't. You just it's the playoffs. You can't spend the whole game in the freaking box. The decision making from our top players has been awful. Shocking pass attempts, terrible positioning, really pitiful. Their game is this second period has been like pretty high sticking offensive zone penalty. Get your heads out of your asses. I could not agree more. That was definitely a head up your ass mistake. Like you just can't make mistakes like that. And once again, your power play is forced to weather some pretty tough minutes here. Very nice stick by Evans. And the puck keeps bouncing here. Yeah, Hagel given a lot of room here, but they're just able to close it up. And it's been 107 in the Hab zone. But it looks like they finally get it out. They finally clear. They're halfway through here. We seem lifeless right now. Well, this penalty kill has been pretty solid. So I mean, they've kept him to the outside. They didn't get a good chance, and now we're 1 minute down. So hopefully this penalty kill will get them going. And the puck goes down the ice again. Kucherov's shot rang around the end boards and back out. 33 seconds left to go in the power play. Offside call. Rick says Marty looks frustrated. I will bet. I would be pretty frustrated too. You just can't take penalties like that. Our penalties are borderline can't do well. I mean, the penalty just now, the Demidov one was a pretty clear high stick. You can't high stick a guy in the face. It's just not how it rolls. Man, Kucherov really just went right by Gooley. Big face-off win for the Habs though, and oh my God, Gooley, can you like? Oh my God, what a terrible play by Caden Gooley. It's gonna be okay, but Anderson trying to find Deneau behind the net. Can Deneau get anything done here? He absolutely cannot. And then, oh man, Anderson back checks to ice out his guy, and we're back to 5-on-5. Whoa. Reunite Demidov, Kapanen, and Slavkovsky. Move Anderson to the top line. I like that idea. That's not bad, actually. I mean, the first line just is not getting anything done right now. And we got the fourth line out here again. Texier finds Bolduc. Or sorry, Dach. And Dach to Bolduc. Is it Dach? I cannot believe this. The fourth line. Kirby Dach is having himself a night. Unfreaking believable. Guys, Kirby Dach. Dach the Redeemer. I love it. Guys, is Doc's having a night? Are you guys shocked? You're shocked as I am? They're chanting Kirby Dach's name. Unfreaking believable. And they are screaming Olay. It's 2-2. I don't know about that. And now the Habs get to go on the power play. Momentum, you are a fickle mistress, I will say. Unfreaking believable. That's for the morons on social media. What a decision. What a decision by Marty St. Louis. This is the Kirby Dach everybody's been waiting for three years. Ray Ben says, energy's back. Beat these losers. Timur says, if any Hab scores, place gonna go nuts. Loving the Kirby chant. John Cooper sweating. Alex says, time for Cole to get it going on the power play. If Caulfield lights the lamp, the place will go nuts. Just needs a game winner. God, really terrible music. Terrible music on like those commercials, I have to say. All right, can the Habs get this done on the power play? Finally. Slav with the shot. Suzuki the screen in front. Kind of wish it was the opposite. Suzuki taking the shot and Slavkovsky taking the screen, but whatever. Right now, Kirby Dach's the first star. It means he's interviewed at ice. Marty's so polite. What are the shots? I'm behind. The shots currently are 16-13 Habs. Did they give Jack Eye an assist? They did give Jack Eye an assist on that. That's so lovely. So far, so good for the power play. They're setting up pretty nicely in the zone. I mean, there's room to work with here. They really got to be able to take advantage of this here. Nah, a little too soft trying to find the bumper there. No shots, too many passes. They're good at keeping us to the outside. Agreed. Somebody needed to take a shot from the point. If they're going to clog up the middle of the ice, try to like get a shot through. Suzuki's having a rough time. He really is. I'm really surprised. Really surprised. Sometimes you just have to shoot the puck. I know. Dach again. Dach centers it, man. Another penalty? See, this is what I mean. The penalties have been super inconsistent. The penalties are super inconsistent, but like they're even in the end. He just had a baby. Nick Suzuki just had a baby. Why couldn't he have the baby in June? No, I'm kidding. But Well, they didn't get it done on the first. Make them pay on this PP. Nick has to shoot once in a while. They're too predictable. They need to shoot. Crazy people want to Doc out of the lineup because of one bad shift. No. This is don't be rewriting history, Blue. Doc has been not a very good player for a long time. There was every bit of reason to not put him in the lineup tonight. Let's not pretend. Let's not pretend they're taking out. A lot of whiteboard work. I don't care about his personal life. You got to produce. Nah, Mark, I get what you're saying, but I mean, let's be real. He just had a baby. I mean, he's probably not sleeping great. Like, I can't recall Caulfield and Suzuki being shut down like this. I've never seen it since they've been together. I agree. So far, the power play is 0 for 2 tonight, and this is their second consecutive power play of the night. So put up a shut up time, and they got 2 shots right now on the power play on both power plays. So 2 shots total. They need to be firing. They need to try to get some rebounds. Vasilevsky's a great goalie, but I will say, not the best at playing shots from far sometimes. Take advantage. Caulfield with a brutal pass. What is going on here? They got the yips. And then Suzuki's got to do all kinds of crazy shit to get the puck in the zone, and it doesn't work. Ah! Caulfield missed a really nice chance. I think it was a stick check at the last minute. Here we go. Come on, Slafkovsky driving the net. And he got iced out really nicely by the Tampa player. Come on, you just got to shoot. Ah! Demidov missed. Point shot Hudson. Pucks to net. Oh, so Caulfield had this great chance earlier. I think the Tampa guy stick checked him at the last minute. And then, I mean, Demidov. But I will say, Demidov didn't miss that one by much. All right, there's 50 seconds left on the power play, and it gets dumped down the ice. And it looks like the Habs are going to go 0 for 3, barring a last second chance. They're going to get a little last second chance here. But then, yeah, Texier doesn't really drive the net. And then Texier sticks breaks. Bolduc, nice chance. Well, the Habs power play was really good to start this series, but it looks like Tampa's figured it out tonight. So the Canadiens are going to have to win this one at 5-on-5, which has not been their specialty so far this series. But they're just going to have to do it. They got 2 goals at 5-on-5 tonight, both from the fourth line. Kirby Dach has a goal and an assist after it seemed very possible that he wasn't going to play at all after what happened in the final play of Game 2. But he's in, and he's got 2 points, and he's been their best defensive contributor tonight. And we're heading near to the end of the second period, but there's still a little bit of time left, and Tampa's got a chance here. Canadiens going to try to wind down time here. Another penalty on Tampa Bay. See what I mean? Like, this could be 4 minutes here. Two minutes. Radish goes for 2 minutes. But there's not much time left. There's 30 seconds. So they get one little chance here maybe to get something going. Hudson with a bad shot right into the Tampa player. They're going to get one more chance on this. Can't get it off. But Vasilevsky covers it up. There's 1 second to go. But they will all, in all likelihood, go into the third period, tie 2-2. This series, guys, I know you guys are like feeling the type of way about the Canadiens doing this, Canadiens are doing that. I think this is just like a stubbornly even series is how I would describe it. They're just trading chances after chances. It's just some real gnarly power plays that probably shouldn't be happening, but so yeah, I mean, can't be upset being tied going into the third, Blue says. We win in 5 games, Karen says. Oof, I don't know. It's so even. I'm not so sure about that one. That'd be nice, though. Shots are 12-1 since the Halo goal. Habs just can't capitalize. Timur says, nice pirouette by Caulfield. Didn't muss his hair at all. Mark says, a very exciting period. Whereas Max says, high blood pressure, cardiac event type of game. I know. But has not. Nobody's got the edge so far. It is once again a really close game. It is close. Ay, ay, ay. But so far, that fourth line, man, getting it done. There's 130 power play time coming out. Jack Eye, +2 tonight. Look at Jack Eye night. Jack Eye's having a good night. Only played 654 though. But hey, it's an effective 654, I'll say. Hope he comes back soon. I mean, Dobson could be back at this point, really at any time, but he could also just not be back at all. We're not entirely sure. Oh shoot! You're at the Bell Center? Enjoy. Good for you. Damn, how'd you get? That's not an easy ticket to come by. Good for you. Or you're outside. Maybe you're outside. I don't know if you're inside or you're outside. But seriously, starting to wonder if Suzuki is injured. Maybe Caulfield too. Very out of sync and not looking sharp. That power play, they each made kind of like weird passes that I was like, what is going on here? They just been hit a little too hard so far tonight. It's definitely concerning. Very lucky. That Dach guy, I know, right? How was the crowd after Dach scored? Mark, what an even series. Hard fire. It's been crazy. Thank God for Youpie. Yeah, Youpie. We love Youpie. Jack Guy has been very efficient in his ice time. Huge motivation for Doc and Chant, and they warmed up 30 minutes before game time. I love it, man. The crowd's had his back. Can Doc? I don't know his future, man. I don't know. Demidov though, 2 golden chances. I know. Those are gonna hurt. He's playing like a rookie in the playoffs. He's doing all right, but Pimfash says his goal got one of the biggest ovations ever. Seriously, fans stepping up and he's delivering. Just need our top guns to do the same. One hell of a third. Jack Guy's earned his ice time. BX giving it to Cooch for the taunt on Dobish. Yeah, I wanted to know, what do you guys think about all the taunting? They need the power play goal to start the third and put Tampa on their heels. Definitely, because I think then there's going to be a penalty coming back to the Habs, I think. We'll learn about how ready this team is in the third period. This is going to be a massive test. Man, like, I'm not saying it's a series because I do think that, as challenging as it was for Habs to win two on the road, I think it'll be just as challenging for Tampa to win two on the road. If Cooper coached Montreal, Jack would be getting plenty of ice time. He does like his bruisers, I will say that. But I do want to know, what do you think about all this taunting? Corey Perry going wah wah wah. We got Hagel being like, and doing this, and Kucherov taunting. Like, what do you think? Do you think it's like a little unsportsmanlike? Owls was the man says, taunt the fans, not the players. Oh, that's interesting. I mean, I guess Hagel did that after the goal. When he was going like this, he was clearly meaning the Bell Center crowd. Max says, no, it's just trying to get the edge. It's the playoffs. Habination says nope as well. Cooper's okay with it. Oh, it's absolutely part of Cooper's. They should mirror the NFL and make taunting and penalty. The no fun league? No, there's a reason why they call them the no fun league, right? If you don't want to be made fun of, don't let your girlfriend defend you online against the haters. Let's not get into the Dach thing. The Dach thing is different. I'm not asking about that. You should not taunt players online. Habinations. I don't want to be your mother and father here, but do not taunt players on the internet. Don't do it. They got a job. They're doing a job. Like, relax. You could vent your frustrations here. If you're mad at a player, you could be mad here. This is the place to be mad. T. Moore says the best way to respond to a taunt is to ignore it. But to Dobesh's credit, he didn't seem to have let it affect him afterwards. That is a good thing about Dobesh. Dobesh likes to like hack the guys, but he doesn't get too wound up. He like does it and then on to the next play. It's unsportsmanlike, but not a penalty, Rick Wood says. First round exit will cure FLR. Oh, the Florida attitude. I see what you mean. Yeah. It is. The Florida teams are they're a couple nasty teams, man. They're not the Tampa and Florida, not fun to meet in the playoffs. That's for darn sure. 20 shots to 13 for the Habs. I know, it's pretty good. This is long line as I get. Okay, I'm glad Habinations. Because there were definitely people taunting the Habs online after the game, and I was like, don't do that. And I'm glad you're not doing that. I knew you wouldn't. You're a good one. You're not doing that. What Kucherov did was the definition of taunting. I like Dobesh and tripping and hitting players. Me too. Well, they did get two penalties tonight. I got in a tip with Brian Wild's fans a few years back. I don't do Twitter anymore, so it wasn't me. Oh, you can go after Brian Wild's fans. That's okay. When you're in media, you kind of like I will say, if you're in the media, you open yourself up a little bit to, right? Like if I'm here taunting you, I'm taunting you guys on the broadcast. You can taunt me. It's okay. I'm a big boy. I can handle it. Give it back to Cooch and see how he reacts. Oh, I don't know if you want to get. I don't want to get. I don't want to get Kucherov too wound up. I want to take him out of the game. Dobish is one of the chirpiest goaltenders in the league. I'm sure he gives as much as he's getting. That is true. Dobish has definitely got some attitude. Okay, hold on. I got to get a little bit of water before the third period. I'm out of water. Sorry, I turned off my microphone. Yeah, what is the deal with the top line right now? Why are they not able to score at 5-on-5 right now? I think it's just figuring out Sorelli. I just feel like, and maybe especially, was it McDonough and Chernak are the defensemen on them? It's tough, man. There's just no room for them, but they got to figure this out. No volume. No, we have volume now, right? I'm back. Am I not back? I should be back. Yeah, yeah, I'm back. What do you, Timur? Yeah, but what about Suzuki and Slavkovsky? I mean, these guys produced And whatever, Timur, whatever you want to say about Caulfield, this line has produced all year. So they should still produce, regardless of how you feel about them. I don't know. Okay, I'm good now. Um, yeah, why can't this first line break through? We're now uh two full games with overtime and now two periods, and they just haven't looked like them. Ray-Ban says you just got to move the guys around. Anderson on the top line will add some skill and size, move Slav to line two. Is that really it? They just got too much concentrated on one line and they're getting shut down. I mean, look, you guys and I know that depth is how you win in these playoffs. All right, back for the third. No, I'm back, Karen. I did my sound EQ. I'm good. You should be able to hear me. Uh, bring Cornway out for the third period. Oh, wasn't that fun to see him? I loved it. All right, we are back. That was indeed Jack Guy's first playoff point. Yeah, you say balance the lines out. All right, here we go. No, they're again not moving the puck well. Come on, okay, you're right there. You're right there. Shoot the puck. Come on. How did our PP go 40% in game one to nothing? Because they're so tentative right now. Ugh. And they're gonna go back to 5-on-5. They had so much room on that power play, and they all passed up a shot. I'm livid right. I'm livid right now. I am absolutely floored by how tentative they are on the power play right now. They all had chances to shoot and they all passed up. There you go. That's a nice sharp angle shot, and you get a chance. That's all you need. And then Matheson just totally turns the puck over. I know. I'm Harry. It's funny. I'm so like I think I'm pretty chill during the regular season, but I'm just like full of animalistic rage right now. Now I know how Steve Dangle feels. Now I feel like Steve Dangle. I'm unleashing my inner Dangle. First line troubles are evident on the PP, not getting it done. This first line is shooketh. Even Marty said they're too fancy on the power play, and that was like textbook. I do feel like we've been the better team tonight. I think so too. I think so too. I just think they've totally squandered some really great power play opportunities. The power play went off the rails going for Cole's 50th. Absolutely. The power play was awful in April. They ended up finishing 10th in the league. They were that bad. But then for game one and two, the power play was great. So what is it about tonight? And there's an icing. Dangle's at his best when he's yelling. And the Toronto Maple Leafs have given Dangle so much to yell about this year. Oh my God, I'm feeling it too. The rage is real. Why do we keep icing the puck? I know. This better not be another disaster. Okay, there you go. They won the faceoff at least. Matheson's gonna have to do some dipsy doodling to get the puck out, but he does. But they're gonna be offside. Doug Pringle. That name is so familiar to me. Oh, James kind of handed a nice little opportunity in the slot for Tampa. All right. Oh my God, you have Xanax? Yo, give me some. I need. Come on, come on! Breakaway! Caulfield doesn't even. Ah! Oh, man. Infuriating. Habs have 2 breakaways tonight. Neither of them go. Doug Pringle. My favorite Doug Pringle memory is when Westmount Police handcuffed him during a softball game. Oh my God, you're gonna have to tell me that. You're gonna have to tell me that story another day. Our guys rush too much on the breakaways. I know they make a move. Yeah, they kind of just took a quick. I mean, I like shooting. I don't necessarily want them to go for like the fancy backhand, but like you do got to score. Habs a better team tonight, but it's tied 2-2. This is not good. This is not good. There's, especially when I feel like there's still another penalty or two to come. And now Dano gets kind of hauled down at the end of the shift. Gotta not get drawn into any. Gotta not get drawn into any silly stuff. Who's watching on the tablet on the bench? It's Caulfield looking at the tablet on the bench, wondering how the hell did he miss that. Oh, nice steal. And Demidov tried to get the penalty there, and it doesn't work that way. All right, Canadians got to get settled here in the offensive zone. The second line's got something going here. There you go. There you go. There's room. There's room. Oh, Jack Guy with a nice shot. Vasilevsky had trouble with it. Takes another one and doesn't get through traffic, though. Yeah, is that not too many men right there? That looked like a too many men. I mean, yeah, okay. Well, the linesman's there and he's watching it. Looked like close, but I don't think that was an icing. They really calling that one? Another icy, man. I thought they'd gotten it past the line. I'm surprised. I want to see the replay. I guess it's an icing. Well, okay. Canadians get it down the ice. It's all forgive. Icing is forgiven. Kucherov is hunched over. So who hit Kucherov there? Oh, he missed a hit. Yeah, that was a very interesting. Dominic James has played very well for Tampa. He's played very well all series. He's a guy that I did not know very well entering the series. I've been very impressed with Dominic James. Of course, Tampa always finds these guys, man. Kucherov hunched over after missing a hit. He went hard into the boards and did not look good after that one. I wonder if that's going to be anything. This is directed at Kucherov, I would assume. Kucherov faking it. No surprise here. I mean, I don't think he's going. I don't think he's heading off the ice. That's for sure. Faster than Demidov. Who's faster than Demidov? Yeah, what's gonna happen to Kucherov here? Took a bad spill there. All right. Shots are 25-14 Habs. I mean, the Habs have been the better team tonight, but it's 2-2, and the guys who've been finishing for the Habs all year are not finishing. And that's got to be a big worry. As Picard said, you could be perfect and still lose. Captain Picard said that? Damn. Words of wisdom from Jean-Luc Picard. Oh, nice save, Dobesh on Lilleberg. Okay, well now Tampa, after being on their heels for the last few minutes, are doing some stuff in the offensive zone. That gotta be offside, no? Oh, nice try to get to spring Newhook. Another shattered stick hanging about. I feel like everywhere we go, we see shattered sticks. Habs have 16 of the last 17 shots. That's crazy. Since the Hagel goal, man, the Canadiens have been pressing. All right, here we go. Canadiens off the rush. Evans. Oh! Really? Evans got crushed, but then Anderson crushed Carlisle. He's not bleeding. He didn't even get. I'm pretty sure that was not a clip anyway. Anyways. I mean, Evans got nailed, but he got up right away. But the play's not following him, and then Anderson does indeed get his stick out, it looks like. Yep. Stick right in the ear. I mean, he's not bleeding. So what is this discussion about? Are they saying that Evans was interfered with? This is the third time now this series that they've called a major penalty as an excuse to go review the play. And I don't quite know. There's no way that's 5 minutes. That was just an old fashioned accidental high sticks. Not a great play by Anderson, but that's got to be 2 minutes. What are they looking at exactly? But yeah, just letting you guys know, as I learned in this series, I didn't even know this before, but they don't call him a 5. Yeah. I mean, we knew this was going to happen. The Canadiens were absolutely going to get. Yeah, it's not intentional, but you guys know the high stick is the one thing they're always going to call. If they see it, they'll call it. It doesn't matter if it's an accident, intentional, whatever. Okay, there's 11:10 left in the third period. Everybody knew this penalty was coming. So, nothing like Gensel trying to take Gouli's head off. No, definitely not. But, oh, and Kucherov's back on, of course. He's A-okay. So the Canadiens got to weather this one. Tampa's 1 for 4 on the power play tonight. Habs win a huge faceoff, but Tampa immediately goes digging in the corners. But Evans is able to clear. Oh, you're saying Demidov is faster than Kucherov? I was wondering what the heck conversation is this? I mean, Kucherov's not known for being a burner. That's not his game. So it's not. All right. Way too much room for Hagel at the point there, but the puck hits a body in front, and Newhook gets sprung. He's kind of like got one-on-one. He's got time to waste. Ooh, nice spin pass over to Danault. And now Danault's behind the net. He's going to waste time. Great job killing time. So now it's 1 minute left in the Tampa power play. A very nice opening minute for the Habs penalty kill. Habs penalty kill has been great tonight. And now a really nice simple play by Danault to get the puck down, allow for another line change. There's 50 seconds left on the Tampa power play. Oh, way too much room for Gonsalves, but A very nice stop by Dobesh. Ray-Ban says, don't care how we win, just freaking win. Man, this power play just will not end. Oh! Back to 5-on-5. I mean, that was actually a pretty good attempt by Anderson, but I mispronounced fucking. Oh man, Dano with a nice chance there. I can't get it through a leg. I mean, nice try by Josh Anderson, and now he's back out hitting guys. All right, Suzuki gets in. Come on. Put up or shut up time for this line, guys. Let's do this. Broken stick. Texier's got it, though. Hudson skates down. Tries for the wraparound. No, he tries to flick it out. None of the Habs can get it. 3 breakaways and no goals. Are you kidding me? I know. Vasilevsky makes another breakaway. Man, Vasilevsky's been amazing tonight. He's an elite goaltender for a reason, this guy. '88 keeping Tampa in it for sure. We have the energy. We just need to bury it. Habs need to sue the stick manufacturers. I know. Their sticks break all the freaking time. Just wind it up and fire on the next breakaway. I mean, just get it. Shut off. Who would have thought Caulfield and Demonov would have breakaways and nothing to show for it? I love how you did mention Anderson. You're like, that one I was expecting. Overthinking and squeezing their sticks. There's just the timing of the first line is just not right tonight. Even more so than the other games, I would say. And he lost the puck just before the shot. And it's in somebody who's got to like be a little faster on the draw. He's not going to make any moves. Ugh, come on, man. I know. Vasilevsky's earning his paycheck tonight. Yeah, he's been not great his last couple of playoffs. Vasilevsky's back. Ryan Katz says, we've been the better team. Timur says that he thought Caulfield would disappear, but there's still time left. He still has time to like turn this around. He has not been playing great. I'll concede that. But there's still 7:50 to go in the third period. It's tied 2-2. Shots are 26-16 for the Habs. There's still lots of time for somebody to be a hero here. That entry looked close to offside, but I don't know. We'll see. Well, whatever. It looks like it's not anything's going to happen anyway. Well, nice play by Matheson to keep it in, but Matheson puts it in the guy's skate. Man, they've been really bad at that. And now it's an odd man rush potentially. Really nice chance by off the rush by Tampa there. But it's a one and done for Tampa. Habs get the puck back. Tampa showed several angles of Andy's attempt. Oh, that's not an attempt I needed to see many angles of. Slav fighting for that loose puck. Nice chance by Cirelli, and the Habs are able to get mucked up in the middle there. You like to see that. Nice battling by Slavkovsky there. But now the Canadiens are going to double back here. It's less than 6 minutes left. I don't even want to say it. Are they going to overtime again? What's going on here? Dano in the corner. Jack Guy again, man. Jack Guy's not afraid of putting the puck on net. Not doing a great job getting it through, but hey. Gensel, man. That was a Gensel. I mean, that was a post in like the most liberal of senses. That was like a very outside post for Gensel. But there was no way that post was going in, posting in. You know what I mean? Please no OT, get it done. I know I'm working so much overtime, guys. Paper can't afford to pay me that much overtime, guys. They gotta seal it up. We got a second no OT. The OT is too hard for the older folks' heart. It's too hard for my heart. My heart can't take it. Let's go, boys. Bury it. Who's going to be the hero? I keep asking. Who's going to be the hero in this series? We don't have a hero yet. Who's going to get this done? It's been all right. It's less than 6 minutes to go. 5:36 to go. Shots are 27-16. Habs. It's tied 2-2. Kirby Dach is out there again. He's getting a night. He's got a night. He's got a goal and assist. Kirby Dach after being left for dead after. Oh no! Off the rush. Way too good a chance for Tampa there. You can't let that happen. Can they get it done? Texie's got room. He's got to be able to try to get that on net, though. Come on, you got to get that deep. Dach behind the net. Just keep it along the boards. Keep it along the boards. Hudson with a move at the point. No, the puck just squeaks wide. Corey Perry gets holding the puck and he gets booed. Icing gets waved off and then Dobish got to cover it up. Don't know why that happened. That's Chernak again. Man. Chernak is really good at jumping. I did not know that Eric Chernak, I knew you were a heavy hitter. I knew you were a good defensive defenseman. Did not know that you jumped into the rush as good as you do. I was unaware of your game, Chernak. But he gets like a couple chances every single game. I mean, we got Struble and Jackeye out again with 4:20 left in the game. Can they? I mean, Jackeye, Struble nailing guys, but the end result is still. I mean, Declan Carlisle. All right, now we go. Now we got a splash. Dobesh is down in front. He's got the puck. Don't do it, Anderson. Don't do it. Don't do it, Anderson. Don't get caught in any bullshit. Come on. Don't do it. Relax. It's too late to get thrown out. There's 4 minutes left. You do not want to get tossed out here. Don't do it. No time for dumb penalty. This would be the. Don't do it. Don't get pulled into anything. Nitro spray. Oh my god, this night is taking a. Why is Dano throwing punches? I don't know. So what do we got? Do we got guys going to the box? Notice that Sabourin won't go after Arbor. No, Sabourin's only job was after game 1 when Anderson dominated was to take Anderson out. Sabourin's only job is to take Anderson out. It's the only reason he's here. Anderson dominated the first game and they wanted him out. Dano's got a bloody nose. Yeah, look at Dano, man. Dano's his nose lighting up like a Christmas tree right now. It's what do we got here? We definitely got guys going to the box, but who? Oof. Yeah, Dano was down, and then Gergensen just went boom right with his forearm right on his nose, and he's absolutely the it's a blood fountain going right now. He really nailed him. Hagel needs to be taken care of. We like PPs because it gives them less chances, even though we can't effing score. Well, Ray, the power play was good in game one, so they in game two they can get back at they can get back to it. They tonight it's been awful, no doubt about it. Oh, tons of blood on the ice. Dano's fate. He's getting a little attention here, getting a little repair. Tampa's dirty. They are proudly a dirty team. That's how they win. That's how they like it. They are a nasty team to play against. Wake me up when they win. I will scream when something happens, but it might not necessarily be. I'll scream if it's a good thing. I'll scream if it's a bad thing. Looks like it's 5-on-5. That's my guess. My guess is it's 5-on-5. Oh, the smartest fans in hockey stopped being a Montreal thing many moons ago. I disagree. I think Montreal hockey fans are still the smartest. Who is smarter fans than Habs fans? Don't pick a weird fan base, Timur. Don't disappoint me and say something weird. I don't know. I still think they're the best fan base. Send in the clowns. They're always gonna send Arbor the box. I don't know why. Why is everything offsetting? A very unusual. So what do we got here? We've got two guys. Looks like two. So yeah, looks like offsetting. So it looks like it's still 5-on-5. Still two guys each in the box. I would say we're the number one fan base. I think so. I don't know who's better. I won't deny that the game has become much more inaccessible, ticket price wise, and the cost of playing the game. I don't deny that, but I still think the Habs have the best fan base, or at least the most knowledge. We said most knowledgeable. I think they're the most knowledgeable. I think that's fair. Slavkovsky kind of moving slow motion in the neutral zone. I'm not loving what's going on right here, but all it takes is one chance here. That's going to be offside. Did Arbor fight? He did not fight. It's roughing calls all around. No, it was all roughing. That's right. We're not at the game tonight, and we're some of the best, right? You guys are the best fans. Timur, you were badmouthing Habs fans, but you're here, so you should be more. You raise the bar of Habs fandom. Remember that. Betting on Caulfield. Jack Eye, 2 minutes for pulling a guy out of a pile. That's good. Oh, there's 3:17 left in the third period. Once again, this is going to be a one-goal game. Terrible. Terrible, terrible, terrible. Less than 3 minutes to go. Demidov skates in and takes a tumble. They're not calling a penalty. I don't know if... Oh, you were saying you were talking about the Bell Center fans specifically. But the thing is that that's not a problem that's unique to Montreal. Like, the best fans... Like, you're right. It's like a big money thing now, and it's like, the fans who can afford it. But that's a problem anywhere. I think all the teams suffer from that issue. Now it's Tampa. And the referee just got nailed by a puck. Man, even the referee's getting nailed tonight. Bolduc behind the net, and the ref is kind of in the way there. Get off the boards, my man. We're heading into the final minute here. Canadiens are just going to flip it out. Oh, yeah. Are we going to do OT again? It's not good. They got to get the puck out. 20 seconds. Come on, try for one more chance here. Nah, we're going to go to overtime. I am so tired. What do you guys think? Are you not entertained? So we got end of regulation, and shots are 28-17 Habs. Wow. I mean, you guys got to be like... This Leafs are a unique mess. If we compare the Habs to them, the Habs are in trouble. Who's comparing the Habs to the Leafs? Oh, you're still like on about the arena thing? No, I think it's like league wide is the issue. But goodness gracious, we got ourselves another overtime. Three OT is a compliment for the Habs. We are talking about a more experienced and seasoned older team. World Cup soccer doesn't change the rules for the finals. All right, well, you guys like real chill about the Timur and Karen. Chill a little bit. Y'all are both wonderful contributors to this. Do not hate each other. The Canadians have a singular opponent tonight. It is not you guys. It is Tampa Bay. Mm. We got predictions. Zachary Bolduc. Happy to hear your predictions. Anybody? Who do you got? Who's the hero tonight? Next goal wins. Exactly, Ray-Ban. Let's not bicker. We got this game. We got to put the full. Got the full. Timur says Josh Anderson. Ray-Ban says Mr. Saturday Night. Max says Suzuki. And then also has a Tampa prediction. Dominic James has been really darn good. I could see it. What are the odds on that? On next goal wins. That's funny. That's funny. It's bad luck when I give predictions, so I stopped after game 2. Did you predict who the one? No, Moser won. Moser won the. Caulfield. Matheson. I like a Matheson prediction. Man, you guys are more confident in Cole Caulfield than I am tonight. I do not like what I've been seeing from. Kirby Dach. Oh my god, what a game that would be. Bolduc Hagen Hagel grows his villain status. Oh my god, yeah. Can he be even more of a villain than he is? All right, I'll do my predictions. All right, these are my predictions. Hudson and Carlisle. We got another Anderson prediction. Anyways, these are my predictions. I think it's gonna be Hudson or Declan Carlisle, who I find to be kind of a little sneaky. He's a little sneaky, Declan Carlisle. Is that his name? He's playing tonight, right? Yeah, he's playing tonight. I don't know, just something about Declan Carlisle. Yeah. Oh, we got another Dach prediction. Really? Really? Yes. I swear. I'm being like a little shit poster here, but I don't know, he's like kind of sneaky, that guy. Caulfield we got. We got Dach. Ducky Ducky. All right, I like this. If the Habs win the game, they'll take it in 5. Oh, I don't know. I don't know. I think this series is going 6 or 7. I think it's going to be even after 4. And then I think it's going to be like a couple more 1-goal games. I don't know. It's just so tight, 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 tight. Last year, all 5 games was done. Not only that, Tampa Bay Lightning are a better team than the Capitals, right? I think Tampa's a better team. The Tampa team they're playing this year is better than the Washington team they lost to last year. So I think the Canadians are, by virtue of that, are like it's a tougher opponent, and the Canadians are looking better, regardless of like how things go down. Tampa got or Washington got their asses kicked in the next round, right? Like they didn't do anything in the second round. This OT better be better than the last one. I cannot be worse, right? It cannot be worse. We need to close Tampa's window and become the number 1 team in the East. That's the thing, right? This is. I don't know how many more chances Tampa is going to have. Like, Vasilevsky's getting older. Hedman's, I mean, he's not here. He's getting older. Like, their team is like, I don't know how many more chances they're going to get. FA signing OV for 4.5 1 season. He doesn't need money and lives Montreal. Ovechkin, you mean? Sign Ovechkin? I mean, I guess they could. In theory. I don't think it'll happen. Hope the refs don't call a questionable penalty in OT. Yeah, me too. Push the pace and take this. I mean, I think the Canadians are playing better than they played game 2. So I think I like their. Oh, is this the lines that you want to see? Anderson, Suzuki, Caulfield, Slavkovsky, Kapanen, Demidov. Yeah, I wonder if we see that eventually. Because they really are like a one-line team, and the one-line team is not really producing. Tough, but we'll win. Utah won. What a fun new rivalry. I think Utah Vegas. I think we'll see more of that. I think we'll see more of that going forward. Oh, Timur and Karen, thank you for being mature people and having a mature conversation. See, people can disagree on the internet. It can happen. We can all love each other. Love you guys. Oh my god, I can't believe we're going back to overtime again. I'm dying. I'm dying. Well, we're back for overtime. No overtime for me. No overtime money for me. Uh, no, but I can like take. I can take like Lou hours later. I mean, I take Lou hours later. You know what I mean? I work now, but you know. However, this turns out, we are as good a team as they are. That is the one I think thing. Vasilevsky, Max says the first star so far. I agree with that. All right, third straight OT. We're back. Jack guy started OT. What is going on? Yeah, it was Evans and oh, interesting. All right. How about it, Sleff? Gets it across the Caulfield and he doesn't score. Oh. What a chance. How long will the fee continue? In for a penny, in for a pound, Karen. I'm not going anywhere. Oh, I see, because the game's over. There you go, it's over. Hudson scores. That's why you guys are like a little bit ahead of me. Hey, my prediction was right. I said he was going to score, and he did. Look at me. I'm never right with my predictions. Look at that. So that was 2:09 into overtime. And it was the Texier line again. Tons of traffic. And that's what you got to do. You got to beat. That's how you beat Vasilevsky. You beat him. You beat him from the point. You beat him from the point out. He has a bomb. He used it. Lane Train has left the station. Next game will be a breakout game for the first line. Take it in 5. We'll win the next 2. Hudson, home ice advantage. Don't give it back. Best team won tonight. Look how excited Marty is. Marty is stoked. Hudson. Can't wait to see John Cooper's presser. Hudson's shot has improved. I know. Remember that guy could barely shoot last game. Or last season, right? In his rookie season. Oh, baby. Unbelievable. Well, let me just update the old thing here. What a rebound from last over on Tuesday. What was the last game? Tuesday? No, Wednesday. I don't even remember now. Well, in game 2, the exact opposite happened. Tampa dominated and then scored the overtime winner. Here, the Canadiens got in here fast. It was great comments tonight by all of you. You guys were on. You guys are in playoff mode too. Love beating Tampa. Who does Hudson think he is? Sheldon Surrey. Nice job by Tex. Great move. Texie had a great night tonight, man. That line, keep them together. The bubble line is the bubble line no more. They put all the misfit players on one line and they're all great. Dach line on the ice for all 3 goals. Dach should have gotten into a fight so he could have the Gordie Howe hat trick. So who got the assists on that goal, by the way? Texier and Bolduc. So Texier 2 points. Bolduc 2 points. Dach 2 points. Unbelievable. Cooper ain't smiling now. Ooh, Kirby Dach chat. Love it. All right, y'all. Well, that was a ton of fun. Um, but oh my God, there's so many people here right now. I feel bad leaving right now, but unfortunately, this is not a post game show. I do have to file, so I'll let you know what's coming up. So we got the Montreal Gazette's going to have the hidden game in an hour. Herb Zukowski. You can watch the Liveblog replay now. We have all the goals and everything. I'm going to post the link right as soon as this is over. You can watch the link, or you can just go to MontrealGazette.com right now. We have About Last Night will come tomorrow morning. I'm also going to send out a newsletter shortly to our readers. They got to know what happened. I mean, I'm sure they probably watch, but whatever. We'll let them know what happened. And we've got another episode of Hockey Inside Out tomorrow morning with Rick Green and Chris Nyland talking about the injuries that they have suffered from their time as ex players. But we got lots of great episodes of Hockey Inside Out, so please watch those, and they'll be back next week because this series is just going to keep on going. I will see you all on Sunday. We're going to do this on Sunday again. And yeah, man, thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for dropping in. If you were here the whole game, if you're here for a minute, I love you all the same. And we'll be here back Sunday. And have a good one. Have a good night. Peace and love. See ya.